Hi lovelies, I'm Ariel and this is Maven Unmasked with your March 2018 Lightworker Evolution reading. Happy spring! Yay! Spring officially starts this month. Very excited for that. Lots of things going on energetically. You know, we've got Mercury retrograde coming up. We're in the shadow period as we speak. Joy, right? We've also got Jupiter retrograde in Scorpio and some other things going on. So if you've been feeling kind of wonky, if you're just ready for spring to get here so the energy can pick back up, you can feel more like yourself again, trust me, I totally understand. We are vibing on the exact same level, my friend. Alrighty, so this month, we will be using the Ostara Tarot. It's the perfect time of year to break this baby out. Ostara is right around the corner. Okay. So I am just going to take a moment to call in everyone's angels, guides, ancestors, and loved ones in spirit of whoever is watching this video, whenever they're watching this video, to be here with us, to give us a message for our best and highest good. What do we need to know? What do we need to do? What do we need to work on this month? What were we working on last month in February? Where are we right now? What are we evolving towards? You know, what challenges are we facing? And I just want to get a nice shuffle on these guys. March of 2018. Alrighty. So, what were we working on last month? Okay. Where are we right now? Ooh, interesting. Okay. What are we evolving towards this month? Okay. What new spiritual discoveries will be made? Interesting spiritual challenges. Okay. Messages and advice from our angels and guides. Okay. And what does our higher self need from us this month? Lovely, lovely, lovely. And our shadow card for this month is the Eight of Swords. Okay, so some of us may be feeling trapped, stuck, and stagnant. We can't focus. We have no clarity. We have no foresight. We can't see where we're going or how to get out of a situation we have found ourselves in. We may not be thinking clearly. We're just looking for a way out of the madness. And I know I can speak for myself. The last 6 to 8 weeks have just been off the chain. I know a lot of you are kind of going through your own things as well. The energy has just been intense. People have been going through incredible, crazy things and tragedies and just intense, intense, intense energy. And it's like we're looking for a way out, but we don't see one. You know, our minds are just caught up in it. It's all we can think about. It's just you know, replaying over and over and over again. You know, all that stuff is on our minds and it's blocking our clarity. It's blocking our view of our future and where we're headed, where we want to go. We can't see anything else because we're so just in this state right now. Okay. Alrighty, so what were we working on last month? We have the Six of Pentacles, so balance and charity, okay? Being charitable to ourselves, being charitable to others, helping others, okay? Giving to others, giving as well as receiving, okay? Learning how to... Thank you. I'm hearing from Spirit, for some of us, it was just about learning how to receive. You're a giver, you know, giving to your parents of your time, or your children of your time, your spouse of your time, your boss, money, energy, you know, all of this give, exchange. And last month, as difficult as it may have been for some of us, was really about learning how to receive. Okay, because a lot of us who are givers, we don't know how to receive. We don't receive well, okay? Because that's just what we're trained to do as givers. Okay, but I feel like last month it was really about learning to receive and learning to give to yourself, whether that be time, whether that be energy, whether that be space, whether it be learning to receive someone else's comfort and wisdom. Maybe you're the friend who always gives advice or is that shoulder to cry on. Maybe this last month, you know, you just needed someone to hold sacred space for you and the roles were reversed a little bit and you may have been unsure quite how to handle that. Okay, but about balancing, about leveling the scales, about fairness was really what we were looking at last month. For some of us, this may have even been related to our health, our homes, you know, our houses, our work environment. Okay, so balancing your health, maybe, you know, your diet, your water consumption, going to the doctor, making sure everything was straight, you know, getting your physical, that kind of thing. Maybe even money, your finances within the home, learning how to delegate your resources appropriately, balancing your checkbook, whatever it is. But leveling the scales, balancing that energy. Okay, thank you. I'm also hearing very much last month was about learning about energy exchange. Okay, there always has to be an energy exchange with anything you do. You know, especially if you're helping someone else, you give and you give and you give and you give, but you're not receiving any energy back. You're going to deplete yourself up. So last month was really about, you know, checks and balances, checking in with yourself and balancing what was out of whack. Alrighty. So where are we right now? And we have, this is why I was like, ooh, the Judgment card. Okay. And a beautiful Judgment card as well. All right. I feel the need to say you're not a bad person. You're not as bad as you think you are. The situation isn't as bad as you think it is. Although it may not be pretty, it's not the worst thing ever. It's not the worst thing that's ever happened to anybody ever. Okay? I feel the need to say some of us are just being harshly judgmental of ourselves. Some of it may be others, yeah, but I feel like this is more about ourselves. Okay, where we weren't righteous or where we didn't hold integrity or where we could have done better, where we feel like we may have lost ourselves or have given in to temptation or put our ethics or morals on the back burner. You know, roles we played in relationships, actions we took, things we said that we shouldn't have said, places we went, or people we were with that we shouldn't have been with. I feel the need to say, stop playing the blame game. We're past that now. So what we're really doing right now with Judgment, okay, is learning the truth of the matter. Okay, because there's 3 sides to every story. There's your side, the other person's side, and then the truth is somewhere here in the middle. Okay, so I feel like we're going to be reflecting on truth. What is the truth of the situation? Okay, and exercising judgment that way, not in a way to condemn or to criticize anyone else, but to learn from it so we can be better in the future. Okay, I feel like eking out the darkness with this white golden light and purity. There's just something so symbolic about that to me. Okay. Almost like I want to say the truth will set you free. Maybe somebody needs to hear that. Okay. But we kind of have to release the old shells and the old cycles and the old patterns so we can continue to grow and to ascend into the light workers that we are, who we are meant to be, who we want to be. Okay. Who our soul is, our true, most authentic self. Okay. We have to let some of this old bleak darkness, blackness, shadow aspects fall away. Okay, and the only way to begin to do that is to connect to that energy in a way that you can observe it objectively, subjectively. But, you know, taking yourself out of the situation so you really have a bird's eye view, which is what we feel like we're kind of lacking at the moment. Okay, we're in this space of judgment. Come on. We're in the space of judgment, but we don't know how to take off this blindfold yet of how to connect the dots, of maybe we could have done this better, learning from the mistakes, seeing the way out. That is the purpose of reflection, so that we can do better next time to learn from our mistakes. Okay. Alrighty. Absolution, I'm hearing. What do you need to forgive yourself for? Who do you need to forgive? What do you need to absolve? Okay. Absolution. Alrighty. So what are we evolving towards this month? And I think this is really interesting. We have the Three of Swords. Okay. The Three of Swords is about heartbreak. It's about loss. Okay. Breakups. So some of you, if you are in a relationship situation that's not going so well, or maybe for some of you, you've been giving so much, and this person's been taking, and you're, reflecting on the situation, with the Judgment card, and it's like, hey, maybe, it's hurting me. The situation is hurting me. It's not healthy, or it's toxic. Okay. I feel like in terms of what we're evolving towards this month, it's about recognizing the toxicity of our thinking. Okay. Recognizing how our thoughts impact our heart. Okay. And vice versa. What we're feeling in our heart, loss, grief, betrayal, heartbreak, how that affects our thinking as well. Okay. I feel like there's a need to really kind of outline the situation this month. Again, it's about that reflecting. Okay, maybe we've got, our blinders on and we don't want to see the truth of the matter, or we can't forgive ourselves for allowing ourselves to end up in this situation. Or maybe this is just a pattern of behavior and we're like, oh, I can't believe I'm here again. Okay. And that can be heartbreaking. That realization can be heartbreaking, that you're stuck in the same cycle, or you're being taken advantage of. Okay. But we have to come to the heartbreak. We have to understand the heartbreak. We have to understand the loss so that we can begin to move on and begin to heal. So I love that the next card of this spread, for what new spiritual discoveries will be made, we have the Six of Swords, which is about moving on. It's about transitions. It's about travel. Okay, so maybe some of you may be taking a literal trip this month, or spring break, or whatever it is. Okay, and you come to some realizations, you have some new thoughts come in, you get some new spiritual discoveries through your travels. Okay, but for me, more or less, what I think this really means is we are, discovering that we don't have to stay in the cycle. We can move into calmer waters. We can transition out of this way of thinking, out of this relationship, out of this pattern of behavior or belief or thought. Okay, we can move away from that. We can move away from that, okay? But we have to, reflect and understand, have some light shed on the situation so that we can really see, that this isn't healthy, or this isn't good for me, or, whatever it is. Unhealthy, toxic, heartbreaking, tragic, whatever it is, so that we can begin to move on from that. Okay. Maybe this Three of Swords is something that happened in the past that we just can't stop thinking about. Okay. This month of March will be about transitioning away from those patterns of thought and behavior. Beautiful. So I love that. Even with the Three of Swords, where we have to get there so we can begin to make the transition out of that. Okay. Our challenge this month, because this is heavy, is the Queen of Wands. Okay. Learning how to be assertive, learning how to stand in your own power. Okay, but also still knowing how to have fun in this situation, still being lively and full of energy. I feel like this month will be energetically taxing on a lot of us. So please make sure you keep your spiritual protection up, you stay grounded. If you, bubble yourself or have your stones or whatever it is, so we can keep as much of our energy as we can. So we may have some difficulty being lively or wanting to go out and, be the life of the party or the social butterfly that you may naturally be. Okay. We may have trouble with our creativity or with our sense of passion. Okay, so I want to say really working with the lower chakras this month. So our solar plexus, our sacral, and our root may help with some of this Queen of Wands energy that's going to be our challenge, okay? I also feel the need to say with the Queen of Wands being our challenge, the Queen of Wands can be very direct and sometimes brash or abrasive. So being gentle with ourselves through this process, again, especially with the judgment aspect, not acting holier than thou or mightier than thou, or letting pride get in the way, or I did nothing wrong, that kind of thing. Yes, you very well, we all play different roles in situations. Okay, not saying that, there's, again, one side, another side, and then the truth of the matter. So I want to say, be mindful not to be too self-righteous, if that makes sense, to be a little bit humble, but still try to embrace more of a lively energy. That's really going to be the challenge for us this month, being vibrant, I guess is the best word to say it. Okay. So, message and advice from our angels and guides. We do have the Four of Wands. So, okay, fertility and celebration. Okay, the beginning of spring, we have the bunnies. Okay, fertility and movement, energy, celebration, foundation, rebirth energy. Okay, so I feel like the angels really and our guides really want us to celebrate when we can. Okay, to celebrate what's strong in our lives, to be grateful for the foundation, especially I feel like surrounding the home will be very important this year, excuse me, this month. Okay, protecting what's in the home. Okay, being aware of that, celebrating the home, or fertility in the home, bringing new fertile energy into the home. Thank you. I'm hearing from Spirit, bring life into your house. Okay, whether that is, getting a fur baby, or even just bringing, getting some fresh flowers and bringing them indoors, bringing life indoors, bringing that vibrant, fertile energy into the house. Okay, vibrant color, artwork, music, okay? Anything that you feel is fertile and lively and celebratory, okay? Alrighty, and then lastly, we have, what does our higher self need from us this month? And we have the Four of Swords. Rest, okay? Rest. So yes, don't forget to have fun and have gratitude and, still celebrate the fertility of your life and the things that you're trying to create and manifest, being grateful for the foundations that you've built. But at the same time, I love that we have two fours right next to each other. But at the same time, knowing when to take time for yourself and rest. I love it. Remember, at the beginning, we had that Six of Pentacles, that delicate balance. Knowing the delicate balance of when to go out and celebrate and have fun and all of that, and when to take time for you and rest. Okay, two sides of the same coin, finding that delicate balance. But your higher self really needs some rest and rejuvenation. So again, that Mercury retrograde energy, revisiting, reworking, revamping, redoing, revisiting, resting. Okay, resting the mind, resting, the thought processes. Okay, because so many swords in here, 1, 2, 3, 4 swords cards. Okay, 4 cards from the suit of swords. So we're very, in the mind. Okay, learning how to calm the mind and rest. Okay, getting more sleep. Okay, calming the mind, whether that's through aromatherapy, lavender, sleepy time tea, maybe going to bed a little bit earlier, taking a nap during the day if you feel that you need to. Listening to your body, I feel like, is really what this Four of Swords is saying, what it needs and when it needs it. When you need to rest, rest. When your body tells you to rest. Okay, rejuvenating, replenishing, refurbishing, refurnishing, all of those rewords. Even, maybe even surrounding the home. Okay. Sprucing up the house a little bit. Making your living environment, your sanctuary, right now, your safe space to rest and rejuvenate. Very interesting. Interesting message this month. I'm Ariel, and this has been Maven Unmasked with your Lightworker March 2018 reading. If you'd like to book a reading with me, please be sure to check out my website, www.mavenunmasked.com, under the Book a Readings tab. Have a great March, lovelies. Bye.